I would say the producer role here at Slipgate is quite varied. We are kind of like both project managers, but also product owners, but also communicators, mediators, and we have to do a lot of different tasks. I think the one that I enjoy the most is probably just the communication, because we work remotely, so communication is very important, and being able to like mediate that a lot, so there's no misunderstandings, and to be the person taking charge of the communication. Would you say that?
Yeah, I agree. I think the producer is kind of the glue between the whole team. So the main tasks that you have to take care of is essentially making sure that topics get properly communicated between the different departments and the different people on the team. When you start to become 10 people plus at least, a good producer is key to make sure that everything stays on track, everything is kept in order, that there are no animosities between team members, and that you have someone who kind of has to have the overview of the whole project. When working with people from all around the world, usually many of these people are also kind of introverted, and with those people you give them a task, or you work together with the production manager and you give them a task and expect it to be delivered, but that day-to-day making sure, hey, is everything okay, do you have any challenges, have any questions, that is a bit easier when you're on site, so it requires a kind of a different outset. So I'd say that could be part of the challenge, but also kind of part of the fun, because it's something that a lot of producers around the world are now working with. Well, I think the most important skill set as a producer is to be a good people's person. That's essentially the role. It's very important that you're a good people's person and you understand different types of cultures, personalities, etc. Because you'll primarily be working with people, making sure that people are good at working together, and if they're not, how can you solve those problems? When you're working as a producer, you're very, very close to collaborating with sometimes a project manager and a game director. And your job is to understand both, how do we do the proper roadmap, sprints, milestones, etc., and understand the vision of the game director.
It's fair to say that 80% of some days for producers, it's mostly meetings or writing emails or being on Discord, being active, being there, and also being able to reach out.
I definitely see a change in what used to be the traditional producer compared to now. And I think primarily it's due to COVID, and due to the fact that a lot more people are realizing it, and studios realizing that you can actually do great remote work. But that's also the challenging part, because how do you make someone who's halfway around the world an equal part of a team and feel like they're an equal part of a team? That kind of changed what a traditional producer does when they work with a team, because they have to try and treat these people equally.
Challenges I see in having to work very remotely and with people who are very remote is of course the fact that not everyone shares too much, and there's definitely people who are more inclined to tell you if they are feeling bad or if they are having issues. You still have like a backlog of daily tasks for yourself, but you also have to remember to reach out and to catch people before they have too many issues. That's of course a challenge with working remotely, but I think because we are very loose at Slipgate, it's not too big of a problem, and really trust every producer on each project to be the voice for the team.